touch for I've been out of touch for a couple weeks, so I'm so happy to be back on and see all your beautiful faces. And we are going to dive in. So as people come on, we'll just let them in. I know they might be having a slow start. So let me share my screen. Okie dokie. Where did my slides go? Here they are. Okay, hold on. Hold on. There we go. And let's do that. Alrighty. All right. So we are technically mid-month of August, which is like completely crazy. Can't even believe that I'm saying that. So here we are. I thought tonight we'll do a little bit of product education, but I just wanted to talk about some business strategies that helped me last month, and how can we use maybe the same idea moving forward. Um, and so that's kind of what we're going to dive into for our business topic tonight. So, our education is very simple and straightforward, but it's a love. I think everybody loves this. And of course, when Liza posted on Facebook, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to like up my supply because we were traveling and I'm on my last spray. So, um, this is one of my travel favorites, my back to school favorites. Actually, it's really my everything favorite, shopping cart favorite, like all the things. I do not think I can live with on guide on guard sanitizing mist. It doesn't have all those yucky chemicals. It doesn't dry out your hands. Um, it's just amazing. I use it for so many things, which we'll talk about. Great uses, right? So it talked about hands, shopping carts, airplanes, and just pop like what like non-traditional uses you have used it for in the chat, because I'm really excited and I definitely want to know. Luggage handles, when mine come off the conveyor belt, I'm spraying the handle. Desk, work, school area, I have it in my operatories at work. I make my kids put it in their backpacks. Stinky armpits, you guys, this is a great deodorant. I will just say that. There's alcohol in this, so you might get a little burn if you just shaved or waxed. But if you like, for instance, I went to yoga one morning and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to put deodorant. A couple of little spritz under your pits. Spritz under your pits. Oh my gosh. It is great. Like, you don't stink. So just a little body odor hack, try it. Um, Spray your cell phone, wipe it down. Rides at the fair, parks, Disney, wherever you are. We have our fair coming back, our Maui County Fair. So load up on these. Um, Community pens or pencils. That's one thing that drives me nuts when everybody wants to borrow my pen at work because I don't know if they wash their hands. So I'm always spraying down pens and pencils. And then stinky bathrooms. So it's like a good deodorizer type of spray. Like if you go into a bathroom and you're like, holy smokes, this is awful, this is a perfect little spray. So yeah, I want to know more because a lot of people, when I tell them about the stinky armpit hack, they're like, no way. I'm like, yeah, it does really good. It does really, really good. So let's see. I never put deodorant. Yep, it works great. Let's see what we got. How about under the girls? Ooh, I don't know about that one. I mean, you let me know, Janice, about that one. Oh, never tried it, but you can let me know. I did say try it in all uses, all little hacks. So we'll revisit that idea. Okay, let's move on. So I like to buy it in a bundle. It's you basically get like one free, I think. So it's $9, I want to say. So it comes out to like $8 one. I think it's like $1 off. Um, it's 7 PV for the single bottle. So I think it's $9, but it's 7 PV. The bundle just makes sense. The bundle really just makes sense because if you're using it for all things, you're going to need more than one. That's always my little pitch when I talk to people. Okay, I'm going to shift gears and we're going to do a little dive into some um, business strategies. And I don't think anybody has questions about On Guard spray because I think we all use it and love it. I think we just need to talk more about it and share more with people about it because all the yucky stuff needs to go. I cannot. Even when it's in my operatory, I'm like, no thanks. I cannot use that. So shifting gears, business strategy, how to leverage some of the promos. So doTERRA's been pretty amazing about like giving us a mid-month promo to run with, whether it be like a flash sale. Last month it was the back to school On Guard bundle, which was to me amazing. My customers loved it. The beautiful thing about last month as well is that we had Deep Blue Stick on sale. So like I felt it went well together when people were asking like, oh my gosh, yes, I need that On Guard, blah, 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 or this On Guard bundle. Oh, and by the way, I saw Deep Blue Stick is on sale. Can you just add that onto my order or can you help me with that? So I feel like last month was a really amazing month. I don't know what's going to happen this month. We didn't hear anything if they're going to have like a mid-month promo, flash sale, whatever it is. But I wanted to focus on kind of like wellness bundles that you can create for your customers based on what they want because you know your customers best. Like I know all my baseball mamas want things to support their athlete. I know most my mamas want On Guard immune boosts because we're back to school. So that's why last month went well for me. Um, but what else can we do? Because we can create our own bundles, right? We don't need to wait for doTERRA. We can do this based on in conversation, what our people want. So I'm just going to dive into some ideas. So this was last month. This was something Liza posted, and I just wanted to screenshot. And it was perfect because it says to DM me. Like, you can get all of this for, let me know, message me if you're interested, and of course, free shipping. So at the time, all of this was on sale and it made sense. It was like a little over 100 PV. So I had a couple of girls that messaged me late and they're like, can you please, like, can I still get this deal? And the sale was done, but I was like, absolutely, absolutely, you can get this deal. And I knew from my position where I was, I wanted to hit a rank goal and I knew my deficit. So if this was a little over 100, I don't remember exactly, but it was over 100 PV. I know that. And I think this right here cost about, I want to say it was like 120. If I gave her like the sale deal, I would have probably been out like 25, $30. That's it. If I was trying to make up at that time, I think 600 in volume to hit my rank goal. So if I'm out 25, $30, it absolutely makes sense because I can sell 6 of these, right? And make up my deficit. And I'm only really eating maybe $25, $30 at most per customer, if that makes sense. So that's why it was like, absolutely, let's do this. And if you're in that position where you're like, I need to hit silver, you don't have to sell all of this, but you're thinking along the lines of, I need 100 PV times 5 people or whatever it is. If you're going to push silver, it makes sense. If you're going to have an enrollment for empowerment, which is a little bit more now with the new comp plan, it makes sense. So This was one way of leveraging last month's promo. You can you can actually I went down, I think, and wrote down the cost of each one, um, the non-sale costs, and then I added it all up and then I offered them like retail would be this much, but I'm happy to offer it to you for this much, and then you're gonna get the shipping free, of course, right to your door. It'll be there within 3 days. And so that's how that worked. So, and you can still use this idea, you guys, for people that maybe didn't get back to you about the back to school promo, use it for this month. I mean, we're technically still back to school, right? You can still use this graphic. So, you can screenshot it if you want. It's a good graphic, or I can send it to you. So let's
Can
just
I
talk about,
can I jump in about
sure.
that? Can we go back to that side? So just
Yeah.
a couple other reminders because if you're placing it after the sale happens, then you just adjust what the sale price is, right? They can't see it here, so they don't actually know what the sale price is. Now, if you sent it out with the graphic and it had showed the sale price, then that is one thing. But I'm with Kanan, and you can be strategic. Say you don't actually want to lose anything out of pocket, then you buy the products that they're paying for, and then you use points for the on guard oil. Like, there are ways to be strategic about it too if you're trying to generate volume, but not necessarily. I'm with Kanan of the mind of like if I'm paying $30 for 120 PV, that's totally worth it, right? But if you don't want to essentially pay anything, then you just have them buy the products that total what you're charging them, and then you use points or backstock or whatever on the tail end. So there's always ways to make it work for you in whatever situation you're in. You just have to work, right? Like there's always ways to maximize what doTERRA offers. And then in this case, even when that offer ends, there's still ways to maximize it, but you have to actually put in the effort contacting individual people. I am finding more and more. I can post about it, I can put it in an email, I can put it in like a project broadcast text, but until I'm one on one texting people, I'm not getting any, I'm not getting anything. And I sold 3 of these to one person who was like, "I'm gonna buy these as gifts, and these are amazing," and bought 3 of them as gifts. So, it's just I'm grateful that Kanan's sharing this because we have the opportunity to maximize things all the time. We just have to actually do it.
Thanks, Liz. I agree. All right, let's look at this month's promo. So, for right now, because we don't know what doTERRA is going to share with us, maybe, I hope they offer something. But this is what we're looking at, right? Free product of the month, which even if I won't go there yet. So, free product of the month, tea tree, rosemary is 10% off. And then we have this pilot diffuser, which I feel like every Mary Jo and Susie has been asking for because we haven't had a pilot diffuser in a while. Harvest Spice is always a huge hit. Um, and then our vanilla chai. I'm in love with Harvest Spice. But it's not that I don't like vanilla chai, but I'm in love with Harvest Spice. So, what can we do? Okay, so like we could kind of make this a bundle, let's say. So, rosemary is on sale, it's 19.8 PV. Then they could get the vanilla chai with the pilot, that's 24 PV, and then they can add the harvest spice oil because you want both. You want to be able to diffuse both. Okay, then that's 28 PV. Okay, so this is what we're at. We're currently at 72.3 PV. Now what? Now what? Okay, we want to get to 100, right? So how are we marketing this? Like how are we having conversations about this? Well, our protein is going to be gone. I'm in love with our vanilla protein. I'm actually very sad. So I ordered a few bags already and I'm probably going to order more. So they're going to discontinue it completely. And that is 25 PV. So why not talk about getting a few bags because we're going to discontinue it, or maybe get a vanilla and a chocolate. It is hard because if people fall in love with it, then it's like, oh, sorry, it's gone. But if people are in love with it already, this is perfect. Like, stock up. So I need to continue posting about this because I posted it and I did get people go, oh my God, no way. I need to get on my account now. So if you are already know your customers that love it, sending that personal text message, like, don't rely just on Instagram or whatever, however you're posting, like literally like, hey, did you see, like, they're gonna discontinue this? Because I would get on my account right now and order a few bags. So this is another way of getting to our 100 PV, but we're not there yet, right? What did I say we're at? We're at 73. We're at 72 PV. So, right, like one bag, not gonna cut it. So maybe two bags, right? So just thinking along the lines, like, how do we get to that 100? All right, well, let's offer another bundle. How's it going? Like, how's your sleep going? I know my sleep is sucking. And part of it is because I'm perimenopause, because I had this conversation. So I was just alone using my Serenity stick. And then now I have to use all three. Like, I can't be lazy and not diffuse Serenity. I know Kate does it every single night. And I have to take a Serenity soft gel. That keeps me asleep. So, talking about like leveraging bundles, like, this is our promotion. Rosemary helps with focus. You can diffuse it in your car. That's what the pilot diffuser is for. If you want your kids to settle down after school, get their homework done, get things ready, focus, let's get our homework done, then you guys can go play outside or go to sports. Rosemary is perfect for that. How's your sleep going? Like, I know it's been hard. Everybody's been going crazy during summer, like unwinding, settling down by 8, 8:30 or whatever their bedtime is. How about the Serenity stick and diffusing Serenity to kind of get back into that nighttime routine for your little one or for yourself? Because moms are suffering. We're juggling kids and school and homework and practice and all the things. So talking about like bundling things together. And we used to do, I mean, for those of you on here where we used to do like what is it called? Like our sleep study or our sleep trial or what, I forget, whatever bundle it was. Um we used to, those were offered before. So, and it was great, but the beautiful thing is that you know your customers best, so you can offer what they need accordingly. You can still offer the deep blue stick at 10% off. It's not going to, if you have to hit a certain goal and you need volume, it's still okay at 10% off. And like Liza said, you could use points, but you need the volume, right? So use points, you get zero volume. Unless they want like 10, then it might make sense. Or they want 5. You could break it down, right? Buy some, point some. 10% off is not a big deal. It's basically, I mean, depending on the order, but sometimes it's just tax. You're eating the tax. So I know that I offered this Serenity sleep bundle, sleep system, um, a few months ago when I can't remember what we had like as a discount. I can't remember now, but it worked well. And I probably got maybe 10 people on it. And some was just like a one time use, but I do have, I would say, at least 5, at least a handful of people that every month. And a couple of them are actually like my old timers, my older patients that I like do their teeth and we're just in conversation. And one of the ladies like drives from Haiku to pick this up for me. And And I'm like, I can ship it to you. She's like, oh no, honey, I'm coming to town. So I just think like getting into these conversations about what they need and creating, I'm calling it wellness bundles, but basically creating wellness bundles for them. So I tried to explain this in a text. Um, so I could get like a graphic created, and it's not exactly what I wanted, but I mean, it this just gives you an idea. um like you could partner these together. It doesn't equal 100 PV, but I'm just saying like you could create a graphic according to what people want. So like if you did this graphic one along with this, like if you partnered them together, that actually might be 100 PV. I mean, I would have to go and add it together. Like this chocolate rosemary tea tree. Right now on the graphic, it's free by the 15th. If you're talking to people and it's after the 15th, but they still want it, you could offer a discount. You could say, I can give this to you, you know, at this price. Retail is blah, blah, blah. And I'm more than happy to offer it to you for this, whatever the retail and wholesale is. People don't need, what I've been finding out too, and you know, as we get into the years of the doTERRA business, is that a lot of people that are interested in an oil, like I just talked to a patient about myrrh, flossing with myrrh, they expect to get the retail price. Like she told me, she's like, oh, I just looked it up. The retail's not bad at all. Can you just order it for me and I'll get it on my next cleaning? And I'm just thinking, wow, I didn't even say anything like, oh, you'll get wholesale, you get retail, whatever. But the nice part is you can say, I'm happy to offer it to you for blah, 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 whatever you choose, whether you choose to give wholesale or in between. There, I feel like customers are very thankful that you're just sharing information with them. This lady was blown away that she could floss with myrrh. She was over the top excited. So um, the one-on-one conversations, that's what it comes back to. Those and text. I mean, text works too, but like being like you and I are in a text and having a conversation about this. It's it's easy because I do it all the time. It's easy to post, but when you actually talk to somebody about like, hey, the pilot diffuser is back, and I know that you were so in love with Harvest Spice last fall. Like, are you interested? Because it's back for a limited time. So these are just some of the graphics that I had someone make, and not all of them, none of them equal 100 PV, but if you paired them together, they could. Or if you pair this Serenity sleep system with something, that would be your wellness bundle for that particular customer. All right. Any questions? We just have a few more slides to go. No? Okay. I hope this is making sense. But this is kind of just what helped me. All right. So I just want to have this slide up again. I know Liza talked about it last week. It's this Friday, so you can go and register this Friday. It does start at 6 a.m. on our time. If you're available, I think it's going to be great. I can probably only catch the first hour because I actually work, but I think it's going to be great. So you still have time to um, register. So go and do that. That's the link right there. It's also in our Facebook group. Okay, I think this is it. Business questions or ideas or thoughts. I'm going to stop my share. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Oh, stop my share. There we are. Okay. Anybody want to share maybe how they're kind of doing business strategies mid-month and end of the month? Um, just because I know we are all in the same boat. I know at the end of the month, we're all needing volume. And like, I mean, buying in is always an option, but I rather not have such a big buy in, right? So Share if you have any other ideas or things or strategies that you're using.
Well, other people are thinking or of what I mean, I just want to reiterate, like, this is kind of my go-to strategy every month. I try to think about how to take whatever doTERRA's offering and really like highlight and maximize it, even if that's like my communication to customers. So today my weekly tip text was about the pilot diffuser, harvest spice, um, vanilla chai, and then also letting people know that the protein is going. And so I really try to take advantage of that and then use that as an opportunity to really personally connect with my customers. I know, some things like, oh, I don't want to be bothering people or I don't want to keep asking or whatever. You just don't know when people are going to need what they need. And today I helped a customer reactivate and they didn't want any of the things I texted about today, but they're like, "Oh my gosh, I forgot to order with the On Guard. I'm so glad you texted. Like, can you help me order?" And it was all On Guard products. And because that deal was last month, they didn't even ask about that. It was just helping them get their account reactivated. So I really just cannot stress enough how much personal connection is so necessary. I I'm saying all the things. It's not like I do all of the things really, really well, but I actually appreciate that recently I've had to be more proactive with making one-on-one connections with customers and helping them to get the products that they need and want in their homes. And so um I really like a good bundle. And I feel like people love a good deal, and the easier that you can make it for them, the better. So it's like, here's a Deep Blue bundle with 2 or 3 Deep Blue products. Like, this is what you get it for. Like, either you order it from your account and I reimburse you the difference, or I order it for you and that's what you pay me. Like, I just really try to keep it as simple as possible, and then I try to create bundles that are going to be entice people or be and when I say entice, like the pilot diffuser is definitely one, right? um or that people really need or want, which we know like our hero products, our hero lines, On Guard, Breathe, Deep Blue, like those are always ones. Adaptive, Serenity, like Kanan shared, that those are always ones that help people. And then sometimes I switch it up with like my favorite personal care products or my favorite random must-haves from doTERRA, like Correct X. Other products that I think people forget about. Another one that I love is the sticks. Kate showed a slide, I think 2 weeks ago when she did her back to school with all of the sticks. Like, love, love, love the sticks. Hard right now, sunscreen stick is sold out, but you can always, make a graphic or take that one out. But love the sticks. I think they might be coming out with more at convention. That would be amazing. So, anyway, just yeah, just ideas. And if you're feeling stuck, like Janice was saying, good, I need help, getting the gear started, like reach out to us. We can help with that. And it's probably something we wouldn't mind brainstorming because we'll use the idea too.
Thank you. So true. I actually wanted to show this. I found this on someone's page and I actually I screenshot it. I thought I put it in my slide, but I didn't. But this is really cute. She called it a winter wellness mini bundle, but the graphic is cute and you can add to it. And then it actually has a personal roller that she made. So let me share my screen again. And then I just want to show you guys this. This is really cute. Hello, I keep clicking the wrong thing. You think I don't know how to do Zoom? Hold on. Okay. Can you guys see that? Like, this is really cute. It's such a good idea. So instead of like the one On Guard, you could have the five, you could have the bundle. You could have the chewable tablets, breathe. You could actually include ginger drops if you wanted to. Breathe roller. You could tack in another roller. You could actually do the rosemary at 10% off. And then I'm going to create a special personalized roller for you. You know, if they're saying like, "Oh my gosh, my headaches are killing me right now. I'm having the worst headache." I will make something personally for you. So this was really, really cute. This was really cute. Obviously, it doesn't equal 100 PV, but it's just the idea where you can create your own and then offer it to people. Their free gift can be your personalized roller for them. That's their free gift. They're going to be so thankful. They don't expect their gift. Like, that's so sweet. Um, and then if it doesn't, let's say it doesn't equal 100 PV. So no free shipping, right? None of that. It's okay. I'm more than happy to drop it off to your house for you. Again, they're going to be in love. They're like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's so sweet that you're going to bring it to me." So there's just different ways. I was just going down the rabbit hole one night and I was looking at like different posts and I thought, wow, this is a really cute little mini bundle that you can add to. Add the protein, add the serenity bundle, just add different things to it. Go ahead, Liz.
Yeah, no, just like so many like you could do all of the drops, right? You could do like there's so many you could do a little bundle of rollers, a couple of the like main rollers, you know. There's just really so much and I feel like it's helpful to customers to see like some people love the drop format, some people love the stick format. Like and for us who love the oils, we're like why? The rollers are just like the stick, but for people that don't like the oils, the sticks are so much more so there's just so many ways you can go, and, I actually think sometimes those smaller bundles and putting, like, a nice price point on there makes it more palpable for people, right? Like, "Oh, I can get those, and in fact, I'm gonna buy 4 of them. I mean, wrap them in a cute package. I feel like Miley Vela is, like, the queen at this. Put those things all in a cute package, and even more so, people are like, "Yes, I'm all about it." So, I love that, Ray, to get customers engaged and Bernice with personalized attention. Um, Nick said she jumped on a little late and she said, could you share those bundles again? So I don't know if you want to text them or I think she's talking about the one slide that had, oh, sorry, guys, that had all of the
Oh
bundles
yeah,
on.
Nick, I can send it to you. No problem.
Yeah.
Definite.
Yeah, Miley does do that really well, the whole presentation. Sorry, Kate, I made you yawn.
We're getting old, girl. All right. I mean, if no one has anything else, just wanted to share some ideas, but we'll be back here again, right? Next Wednesday, so we can share more tips, ideas, tricks that we might come up with in the week. But thank you for being on. Thank you for sharing your time with us and being here for yourself and your business and your customers, of course. And have a great rest of the week.